Hello, I'm Philip Stoten for EMS Now. I'm here at Productronica 2011, and we're just having a little bit of a round table talking about the opportunities that exist in the spaces around the EMS marketplace. I'm joined by Norbert Heilmann from SIPLACE. Norbert, thank you very much for joining me.
Hello,
and John Hartner from DTG. John, thanks for talking to me. What I wanted to investigate today, and perhaps we can talk at a kind of a industry level, is where we're seeing some new opportunities. LED seems to be coming up. I'm hearing things about printed electronics, for example, which I think is maybe further forward. What are you seeing as maybe your opportunities at a corporate level at the moment?
I think we've certainly got a strong basis in general electronics. We've expanded that, as you know, into alternate energy over the last few years, solar and fuel cell. A great long-term market. We may have a slight pause there, but reality, a lot of different opportunities to deposit material in that space still that we haven't even explored. LEDs, I was just mentioning, we had a presentation where we're working with one of the largest LED manufacturers in the world, and the amount of material that's used in that to enhance yield and deliver better lighting, and obviously the penetration rate is very low for that. Great opportunity. Electronic vehicles creates a lot of opportunities for dispensing and other deposition of materials and testing in the both at high power semiconductor tests. So I was at Multitest, our business out in Rosenheim, just the other day, and they were talking about 400 amp, quite large testing of power semiconductors used in electric vehicles. So, and battery technology that goes with it. So, whether it's deposition or testing and inspection, we have a range of opportunities we're seeing.
Yeah, a lot of stuff going on. And Norbert, from your point of view, it's not just about new markets. You're out there as Technology Scout looking at new technologies, looking at how you can use them internally and how they relate, I guess, to the SIPLACE product.
Yes, I look in my role as a Technology Scout how that interferes with the SIPLACE technology we have today. But I look further in the future to find out what we have to have in the next few years. And I think what he just mentioned was new technologies from a customer side, what they want to do, require new connection technologies, new placement technologies, and we have to be more efficient from a cost side, because people expect more functionality for less money.
Yeah, okay, so that's a challenge. And speaking of functionality, you've actually got a product here where you've actually used the existing platform, used the existing technology to provide another function within the SIPLACE product.
Yes, today on the show we introduced our latest feature for gluing components within the SIPLACE machine. And special about it is that we can dispense glue to a component instead of to the board. And that gives you a lot more flexibility, because now this unit is stationary on the machine, so we don't move it around with the head. It's not attached to the head. It doesn't take away placement capacity. And we have the freedom of doing it on a machine at one time and then taking it off and doing it on another machine at another time. So with one unit you can basically supply 2 machines or 3 machines with the same glue. Okay,
and you're actually using the platform which is already there, which I guess is important within your group as well. You look at a new industry, you've got to be able to apply some of the basic skill set that's out there.
Sure, I would say one of the things when I think about new technology, there's a range of opportunities. The challenge is for our customers and for us to help enable is to give them a solution sooner, quick. I mean, speed is so important in this world, because the opportunities are there. It's a question of who gets there first, who gets there with the best efficiencies. Our application knowledge, our product modularity, where we could reconfigure something to add some new functionality for this new special application without redesigning a custom machine that may not be supportable, but really just a reconfiguration with that application knowledge really helps him get to him or her get to market sooner with their new with a new application, and that's really the name of the game today.
Yeah, it's speed to market, isn't it, and getting ready with that new product. So, last question I'm going to ask you both, which is the difficult question. what do you see as what's the challenge that you're seeing out there in terms of technology that's really going to be pushing us in the coming year?
Well, I think one of the challenges to get more processes into the machine.
Right.
The gluing was one, and we have to think about can you integrate soldering, for example, in a placement machine for specific components.
Like selective, yeah.
And maybe can you change the way of feeding components into it, because we have tape and drill now for 30 years. It's costly for some parts. It costs more than the parts are, so we have to rethink that. And I think new technologies, as he mentioned, like high power applications, they need different soldering materials to better transfer the heat. So I think it will be a challenge to somehow include that in the machine as possible, but also maybe define new processes up front or behind the machine.
Okay, and what about in terms of industries? What kind of challenges are coming to you from different industries that, as a group, you're able to meet?
I'd say that not technology challenges, but just the changes in industries and the ability to weather peaks and quick responses and troughs is a really important thing. Companies have got to be flexible. Whether that's coming up with a new technology solution or it's responding to a disruption in your supply chain. Obviously, it feels like this year's been the natural disaster year when it comes to supply chains. I mean, terrible thing in Japan, Thailand, and that affects this whole industry. We've got to ensure that our companies and ensure that our customers have the ability to respond rapidly to those changes. And I think that, again, with delivering new solutions with speed, that flexibility's got to be there, and I think we're blessed with a really strong company that can help support our customers around the world, wherever they want to do it, whenever they want to start it.
Whatever they want to do. And I guess, to me, the key takeaway is that on both counts, in terms of markets, but also in terms of technology, the speed of change is just getting faster and faster. The need to respond is just more dynamic. So when you're looking at stuff, you've got to get out there and fix it pretty much straight away, and you've got to have the solution before the customer knows they need it.
And actually, to be fast, I think it's important that you use what you have today, but maybe in a different way, so you don't have to redesign, as you also said.
So clever use of those technology bases that have been developed. Yeah. Well, fantastic. Thanks very much for talking to me, guys.
Thank you.
Fascinating stuff, and we'll speak soon. Have a good show.
To get you here quickly, you should start from here. And let us take care of everything in between. Flextronics SBS, innovative manufacturing services.